You're watching Fox News First.
Straight ahead, fighting mouth monsters. It's National Children's Dental Health Month. How likely it is for kids to get a cavity by the time they're in kindergarten, and the practical tips for parents to prevent it.
Straight ahead, fighting mouth monsters.
It's National Children's Dental Health Month. How likely it is for kids to get a cavity by the time they're in kindergarten, and the practical tips for parents to prevent it. Time to talk about those pearly whites. Tooth decay in children continues to be a major health problem. By the age of 5, roughly 60% of children will get a cavity, but they can be prevented.
So let's talk about that this morning with a little help from the president of the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry, Dr. Dr Delarosa, who I heard, doctor, you once spent some time here in our lovely city.
Good morning, Ernie and Jessica. I certainly did. That's why I did my training. And in fact, we'll see you in May. Our annual session is going to be there over Memorial Weekend, so we're really looking forward to coming your way.
Wow, that will be here before we know it. Dr. Delarosa, we want to jump right in because we know that this can be a serious problem, tooth decay that is, in school-age children, but how serious are we talking about?
Well, it's 5 times more common than asthma, so if you put that in perspective, it's huge. It's one of the top chronic diseases in the U.S. About 51 million school hours are missed every year due to dental problems or dental issues. And it's also unfortunate because it brings with it pain and discomfort, suffering for our children, and that's just not something we can tolerate. We really do want to eradicate dental disease if we can.
So, doctor, I have a daughter who just yesterday got braces. I have a set of 5-year-olds, and I'm constantly in my house trying to convince them to brush their teeth, take care of their teeth. I tell them it's the only set they have. How do you motivate young people who think, kids who think brushing their teeth or taking care of their mouth is way overrated?
Right. Well, it's that whole concept, Ernie, between a chore and fun. So you have to make it fun. We have a Mouth Monsters campaign going on right now. So if you go to our website, mychildrensteeth.org, we have a lot of information for our families to get them excited to partake in this fun activity versus a chore. And, there's so many good products out there that have timers. They play music. You said you had some 5-year-olds. I'm assuming those are twins.
Yes.
I have twins myself. And for us, it was everybody in the bathroom at the same time. We brushed my son's teeth. We brushed my daughter's teeth. So we really tried to be engaged. I'll give you a tip, too. You want to brush your children's teeth till they're about 8 or 9, or we say that when they can tie their shoes, that's about the time that they can start doing it on their own. But you still want to supervise it. And you also mentioned about one of your children going into orthodontics. Boy, oral hygiene is so critical while our patients are having their teeth moved because they can get gum disease, they can get decay, and there's nothing more heartbreaking than have straight teeth, but then cavities when you didn't have cavities before you had your braces on. So we really want to make sure we emphasize that too.
And Dr. Delarosa, you almost make tartar and everything look cute behind you with those mouth monsters and the little stuffed animals. But
yeah, Well, it's actually funny because they are cute, but then I also had an interview this morning where the interviewer said, wow, they look ominous. And I said, well, dental disease is ominous. But hey, that's right. It's both. It's the fun and it's the seriousness of the problem. In a 2013-14 study of Texas Head Start students, about 45% of them had decay, either treated or untreated. And that, again, it's way too common for our children in this country.
Doctor, how common are cavities in young kids? Because we were just talking to another parent here who, we experience cavities in our young children at a very young age, but we're good parents. I mean, we're on top of this. We're responsible. Sometimes you feel like a bit of a failure if you go to the dentist and your kid's got a cavity or two.
Yeah, and that's something that we talk about every day in our office. We'll have moms react the same way, and it's not about guilt. It's not about not doing what you're doing. It's about us educating you on the best ways to prevent decay. So it's that 2 minutes twice a day, flossing when teeth come in that are contacted, and real importantly, Ernie, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we like to see children by their first birthday. We want that dental home relationship established with our families by that first birthday so we can provide you with all this education. We know the ravages of dental decay following baby bottle feeding, prolonged feeding. We know what happens with snacking. It's not only what, it's when. Right. So we don't want to be grazing with snacks. We say there's 3 things: a tooth, food, and bacteria that make the formula for dental decay. Well, we can't eliminate the teeth or the food, so we have to eliminate the plaque and the bacteria to help prevent decay.
All right, some great advice for all the parents out there. We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you here in a few months here in San Antonio, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Delarosa.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think I'm due for a dentist appointment myself.
We'll set it up during the commercial here. Good teeth, though.
Oh, thank
You're doing
you.
something right.